That's a strange light. I don't know what's going on there. We both look funny, but okay. Hi guys. We are here.
Well, it's just normally in the videos I take the yellow out of the camera.
Well, yeah, but it's like I think it's
a lot. Oh, it's a lot of yellow.
Yeah,
because it's.
We don't normally look this yellow, but anyway, we are here. I do want to talk about the Poshmark survey that was released and what that means, what we think the questions were like, all that type of stuff. But obviously, we're gonna wait for some people to get here. So
there's 3 people already.
Oh, there's 3
people. Welcome.
So we will be thrifting and chatting, talking our thoughts about what Poshmark may or may not be intending with that survey. So I don't know how many people actually got the survey. It came out in email yesterday. We give Poshmark enough money and fees already, Zoe.
Facts.
So yeah, I mean, I'll start by just saying, looking at what the survey showed, it looks like they have a few things that they want to know. They want to know if we are using third-party services such as bots, such as analytical tools, such as like delist, relist, cross-listing, all of that. They want to know what other platforms we sell on. So interesting.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Melissa. Oh, thank you so much.
Whereabouts in Maine? Is it north or south, if you don't mind me asking? not anything specific, just I love Maine.
Let's not stalk our friends on here. But anyway, so they want to know, what we're selling on. They want to know how much money we're selling on the other platforms, which is very interesting that they want to know. But it does look like they are trying to bring some of this stuff in-house. And I'm curious how everyone feels about that. I know we have different opinions on... We have different opinions on exactly how we feel about Poshmark starting to charge. I think we can both agree that if they were to bring in...
Northern Illinois, that's a...
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Linda. If they were to bring in something like a sharing tool, analytics, things like that, I think we both are down for that.
I think... I don't even think I would have a problem with that because a lot of us are already paying for extra tools to run your business and break down the analytics. So I think having that in-house, I don't have a problem with paying Poshmark for that because I don't have a whole lot of confidence in their their engineering teams and their software teams. But give it enough time, I'm sure that it would be better to have that within Poshmark because they have access to more of the raw data.
And they have to have more data than some of the third parties. They have data about like what's selling on their platform. They showed us that in their quarterly earnings. They have some data.
I would pay money just for having them put together curated categories of high dollar amount items in those categories. Like what are the best selling jeans that are selling for $100 or so?
Exactly, Zoe. Yeah, so Poshmark offers the worst analytics of all platforms. I want to see number of clicks. So that type of stuff would be really interesting. Now, I understand that where we're at, there's probably a pay to play. I don't want that, but I know on eBay, like you pay for your store, you pay for promoted, all that type of stuff. Now, eBay's at 10%, so I have more room to do that.
We also pay for the listing fee as well.
Yeah,
so there are other fees there.
But I'm more comfortable there because eBay's analytics are great. It tells me who viewed the item. It tells me how many views per day.
Yep.
It tells me the click-through rate. Like there's a lot of things that are super useful there. And if Poshmark wants to do that, I am here for it. And I understand that there's probably going to be a fee associated with some of that higher tier analytics. But I'm just hoping that if they do that, they're good analytics that actually work properly and they're what we asked for.
Hey, Adriana.
Hey, Adriana. So I want to keep this conversation going, but we should also get into the store because as we all know, they close and we always end up the last ones. So let's walk and talk.
Oh, God.
But how many of you guys actually took this survey? Let us know.
Yeah, did anyone take the survey? And more importantly, did anyone self-incriminate admitting to using bots that are violating the terms of service?
Answer yes. And did you give your closet name when doing so? I'm curious.
Yeah, they're only going to
flip it around at this point.
They're only going to get valid information on that if they made that survey anonymous.
They did not make that survey anonymous.
They did not. No. So they're not going to get a real answer, in my opinion, on that question.
No. I also don't know how many people would actually give them the information of how much they make on other platforms. Like truthfully. I didn't get the survey, but I'm not a big seller. I only have 250 listings. I'm actually surprised. I really thought, I know it said like when you got it, it said your top sellers or your most engaged seller or something of that nature, but it seemed like everyone got it.
Well, you're also dealing with an isolated community of
This
resellers.
This is true.
That fits their category.
Oh, clicked on the wrong button. Zoe, so yesterday I asked at the Boston Goodwill when the Boston bins are opening. I heard this year, and they said this year, but no idea when. Ooh, so Boston bins opening this year.
Yes.
That would be so exciting. Amanda, you did it. Did you give truthful information? I'm gonna move away from him just so I can talk to you guys. But did you give truthful information, Amanda, or did you protect that information a little bit? I'm curious. How many people were truthful?
See, that question.
Yes, I fessed up about using a bit, but didn't disclose on sales on other platforms. Yeah, that felt weird.
On other platforms is the only reason they're asking that is so that they know how likely you are going to be to leave.
But that's probably true. So Tyler's theory is that they want to know how valuable Poshmark is to you and your business, so they know how much leverage they have and how likely you are to just.
How much they can break things before you give up.
How much you can break things before you say, you know what, I'll just go to eBay or whatever. Oh, those are so cute. I was as truthful as they are to me, Amanda. That's fair. That is fair. Which means not so truthful.
Your name is already being more truthful, isn't it?
I mean, fair.
It's actually Disney Parks too, but they're flip-flop.
Yeah, at $7. I was as truthful as I could be.
You did it?
Yes, I did do the survey. Let's see.
They want to know how much they can price their tools for.
Yeah, that's why they asked what our budget for it was.
Which, for me personally, it's as little as possible. $1 to $10 per month.
Yeah, seriously, we should have all gotten together and decided to put $1 to $10 for our budget for these tools to try to drive that price down.
I mean, they're nothing, but you like the socks, dear.
Oh, those are cute. I didn't get the survey, and I have almost 900 listings. Oh, weird, Meg. For me, it showed up as a at the top of Poshmark, like in the bar. So maybe you just missed it, hopefully, because that's really strange. Sahol, I don't know what that is. Maybe it really was only like a select group, and it just seemed like it was everyone because it was so chatted about instantly. I will say, for the record, there are people that have said that they're just doing it to data mine. I don't think that's the case. I think they're
already doing that, and they don't need a survey to help them do that.
Yeah, I do think they're truthfully looking to make changes for better or for worse. What is that? Ooh, dance coats. Those are cute. Oh, too high.
I mean,
for that type of dance coats. No, that type is too high. Goodness, it's so loud in here. It's going to be another one that's delayed going up because it's so loud. Oh, look how cute. So for those of you who are here that did it, are there tools that they mentioned or that they didn't mention that you wish they would put on the platform? Because, I mean, we've all been saying for a while we want them to make changes. I'm curious what changes we want and which ones we'd be willing to pay for and which ones we wouldn't. Hey, Alicia. Because it seems...
if they could automate the sharing, that would be by far and away the biggest thing. Where you set it and forget it.
Yeah. One of the things they had on the survey that I would really like would be the delist relist. I do that every day. And that would be super useful for me. It would save me so much time. So I would really love them to integrate that to their platform. It would also save me money.
Unpopular opinion. I don't mind the sharing as a concept.
You don't do the sharing, my love.
As a way to show that you're an active seller, so that you have more confidence as a buyer when you make the purchase that it's being mailed out on time, where you don't really have that on the other platforms. You could automate it and get rid of having to sit there and push a button all day, but that is a nice concept in theory.
So you want it to still be there, you just don't want to have to actually functionally do it.
Yeah, if you could just push a button in the morning and have it done, and just you're active all day, just to show that you're active, yeah, that's a better solution.
I agree with that. Let's see. I took the survey and thought the questions were a teensy bit none of their business. Yeah, but I do want better analytics like eBay. I would pay for official sharing integration. Absolutely. Yeah, I've sold those recently.
Nope.
Oh gosh, no.
You sold much better condition ones for not a great price, not a bad price for Sam's, considering you broke up with them.
Seriously. Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. So there were. What was the other thing that they had on there? So the delist, relist, I really liked. The sharing, I really liked. The photo hosting, I don't really know exactly.
So that's for cross-listing to other platforms.
Now, see, I'm not against that. So when I cross-list, I start everything on Poshmark, and then I will go from there to put everything up. Oh, these look like the fisherman sandals everyone keeps talking about.
That makes a lot of sense from a Posh perspective. If they can be the platform that you start on, that's a good way to keep your clients sticky and keep them on the platform.
Right.
Because you're using them to cross list rather than paying a different service and mold it into one of the things that you use to make income.
Yeah, see, my problem is how do I take that photo and carry it over to another platform?
That I don't know. They'd have to work something out, and I don't know if I trust the.
Okay, let's move out. Move out here. Let's see. Coming in late, what's going on? Hot Posh. So yesterday Poshmark put out a survey and they were asking a lot of questions that a lot of us were kind of wondering what they meant, but essentially it looks like they are going to be offering some type of maybe bots or other kind of tools, and they're trying to feel out the community to see what we are willing to pay for. That's what it seems like. Ooh, Ferragamos.
See, I don't know how much I would trust Flip for their free service.
Oh, who said something about Flip?
Zoe.
I just want to select all listings. I'm also worried if they come out with their own tools like sharing that they may go after other third-party bots more than they do now. I use Flip for free. Yeah, so I will agree. I don't know how much I trust Flip. I think Flip is actively using the information that they get with this free tool because, nothing in life is free. And they are either creating their own pay service or they are using the analytics to inform their business in some other way. Maybe they're looking to provide analytical tools for their sellers. I don't know what it is, but I wish they were more transparent about why they're offering a free service and what their end goal is.
More dance goes for too much.
Yeah, too much. Do we want the Ferragamos?
I don't know, do you? Are they adorable?
No, but they're fine. Well, they're in good shape. They're just... they're not in bad shape. Are you attending the fireside chat? I am attending the fireside chat. We are planning on doing an extra video on Friday to just talk about whatever was said. Hopefully they say something. I don't know if I believe that they will say anything at all, but we will be on it and we will do a video if there is anything to chat about.
We'll do a video regardless. It'll just be everything's fine.
We'll do a video saying nothing has happened. Shocker.
Completely no update. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Does it work well for her? I've heard bad things, but curious for cross-listing. Yeah, I'd be curious to know, Zoe, what your experience is. I'm a paranoid human and don't trust free, so because they support the reseller community. See, that sounds adorable, but I mean, look, if it's true, like that's amazing, and I'm not going to fault them for that.
I'm just a little bit of a cynical person.
I'm a cynical person, exactly. My only experience with Flip hasn't been bad. Them as a company. Them as a company, they reimbursed us right away for something. So I absolutely don't think they're a bad company. I just question.
The person they allow to take your inventory, they should scrub those people and penalize them.
Yeah, but.
And we did a video on how we got scammed.
I like Flip, just telling you what they say. Yeah, I mean, as I said, they seem like a good company from what I can see. I'm a nervous Nelly.
our only experience, they did right by us. So I mean,
Yeah.
that is fair.
I only use it to share and send offers. It takes a while to share, but I don't mind because it's like I share items continuing throughout the day. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if fast sharing would actually be good.
The search hacks?
The what?
The hacks search?
I signed up.
Asking in the chat.
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely signed up for that. I'm hoping that they give some information as, I've been hearing Ginger Marvin talk about these. Does anybody else sell Shape Up? Sorry. Ginger Marvin talks about these all the time.
So, what about the hacks? There's a Poshmark.
So there's something on May 4th, I believe, where they're supposedly going to be doing hacks for the algorithm. I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm hoping that's actually going to be useful, good information. We shall see. Oh, look at, I've been wanting to find this brand.
$4 too.
Heck yeah! If you guys follow Dealing with Dalton, you know this brand. But yeah, so I'm excited to do that. We're gonna try to do a video on that one too. But with all the calls going on, I feel like Poshmark's gonna dominate all my videos. That's gonna be interesting.
They apparently sell well on eBay for the.
Oh, hey, Vad! I didn't know you were here. We shall see. I'll be making videos of both that and the fireside. Thank you, Adriana. So yeah, we just got some good shoes. Woohoo! That's exciting.
In the cart.
I'm running out of breath talking so much, guys. It tells you how in shape I am. My goodness. What are these?
I'm just actually out of shape. See, I can't do it.
Can't do what? Oh no. What is, no.
They're telling me Bahamas.
No. Nobody needs, I don't need to do that kind of work in my life. You don't need to do that kind of work in your life. Nope.
We both know that you don't do that type of work in your life.
It's anybody else delegate cleaning shoes to anybody else? Anybody but yourself? Because I certainly do.
Yeah. Some people don't have such a lovely husband to do all of the cleaning and repairs.
That I actually watched your video earlier today where you were talking about, the beef. You were talking about the survey, and then there was a third thing, but I forgot it because I have a terrible memory. So if you have thoughts you want to drop about this whole survey drama, please do, because my goodness, Poshmark really keeps it interesting. What do we got?
Merrells?
Oh, kids Merrells. How expensive?
$8?
I don't know. We'd have to look at the style number. I don't know how much kids go for. I know kids' shoes are supposed to be good. I'm just terrible at looking at them.
I mean, the soles are in really decent shape, and they clean up. They're very grungy, but you could bathe them. Well, at least consider.
Oh, well, we're
gonna consider it. And that's all there is to it.
I just realized I don't think I left a comment when I watched Vad's video. I'm terrible at that. So if I'm somebody that talks to you a lot and I don't leave comments on your videos, it's not because I didn't watch. I just, for some reason, can't seem to remember to hit send on comments. I watch and drive.
That's not
It's probably not safe, but that's what I do. Kids' shoes go as much as adults. Okay, that's good to know. That was Adriana, so I trust her.
button-ups?
No.
Yes.
Who's a little face? I like stuffed animals. Oh, it's... Hey, Nita. We've been chatting about all things Poshmark survey. So if you have thoughts, please do share, because Poshmark keeps it interesting around here. Posh is a mess right now. I know. It's interesting. It's crazy to me that they aren't really paying attention to what the sellers are asking for. Maybe fix the algorithm before you charge me more money. That's kind of how I feel.
They're at least asking the questions.
But fix the algorithm before you charge me more money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're at least asking what they want, what you want.
I want you to fix the algorithm. Can that be an option?
In their mind, they did fix it. Fixed for them does not mean fixed for you.
That is true. That is 100% true. I have to remind myself of that.
They're making more money. They don't give a damn.
You are right. What is this?
It's a wall-mounted head for like a fake taxidermied lion.
Well, that's something. Oh, Jomar. That is right. That is the other thing Vad talked about in her video. And my goodness, what drama that is. Wow. We were going to talk about it, but after the comments on our last video where we talked about a thing, I'm not sure we should talk about that. Yeah, I feel guilty about it still. I'll yeah.
And it didn't carry through.
Yeah, and that's on me. So I want to think about it before I cover another thing like that, even though there's a lot going on. And I definitely want to talk about it because we've bought quite a few Jomar boxes and had mixed luck, honestly.
I mean, mostly good luck, honestly.
Mostly, actually, yeah, relatively good luck. I mean, I think our first box was our worst. But after that, it got better. I have not tried Cozy Threads yet.
The purse box is fantastic. Probably one of the best boxes you've ever done.
Yeah. See, thank you, Hot Posh. She watches and drives too. It's the most efficient way to be.
Where do you drive so I don't have to drive with you?
Oh, thank you, Vad. I never want to come across as being offensive or, oh my God, these are adorable. Sorry.
Way too much.
Way too much. Like, go home, Savers, you're drunk. But yeah, we just don't want to come across that way. So I'm just going to take a second to evaluate how we did that and make sure that we don't, do that again. But with all the stuff going on with Poshmark, we will have content for days anyway. We will have a bonus video this week, more than likely, with the fireside chat. So
we're going to try anyway. We are so bad at the bonus videos. We're so bad at our regular videos.
We're just bad at YouTube in general.
We still haven't filmed tomorrow's video.
Yeah, but we know what we're doing. So tomorrow's video is going to be a happy, nice, easy video about a feature on eBay that we used for the first time. It's going to be short and sweet and just hopefully helpful. Let's see. Too sweet to be mean. Thank you, Adriana. French teacher. I don't trust the search hack stuff. What have they changed? It doesn't conform.
We did a video on what they've changed.
To normal SEO with these hacks. Take our listings off of a normal Google search. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so we did do a video on what we saw were the changes. I know that there has been updates since our video went live. Things have changed a little bit. I think the pattern has changed a little bit. But as for the Google search thing, while yes, I've noticed that our listings aren't as visible all of the time, I truthfully do not think that they did much with that. I think that may have to do with the Google's algorithm update on top of their own. So hopefully over time that corrects itself. I think Roger also went into a Clubhouse room and said that the Google thing was related to people relisting, that your listing has to stay up for X amount of time for it to index for Google. So that might be something to consider as well. Let's see. Exactly what I said in my video last night. They need to fix their house before they take on new things. Absolutely. Exactly. They need to fix what's going on.
What do you think, dear?
I was debating that one. I mean, so they seem to be pretty high rise.
You can decide.
Let's see. I sold a pair of skinny AG jeans for full price the other day. Jeans can be mint. Wow, AG, really? So there's only
a pair of, like, for $80 or something.
Yeah, but only one style has ever done well for me. It was like the Abbey High Rise, I believe, is the only style of AG that has ever sold well for me.
AGs from the Thrift box?
We do.
That came new that are sitting.
So Zoe, I'm curious what style AG you sold, because if it's not the Abbey, I'm so curious to add it to my list of give it a shot, because otherwise I usually skip AG. Oh, interstate driving, I have it on stand, mostly listening, glance here and there. So I just put it to my side. I don't really look at it. I just listen. But it's way more efficient because otherwise I get distracted if I try to do it while I'm listing.
These are weird.
Irish linen. Those are cool. Those are Depop.
They're no brand, so I don't know what they are.
Is there a size? If there's no size, I'm like too lazy for that. Oh no, not Shein. Love selling men's jeans. Those seem to sell for a higher price point. Yeah, I agree with you, but like what brands? Because I can never find anything good for men's. For some reason, it just seems like not possible.
Well, our savers typically don't have a lot of.
They were the
men's
Ballad
jeans.
Slim boot cut. All right, keep that in mind. Ballad Slim boot cut for AG. I'm gonna try it next time I come across it. I think the only men's brand jeans that I've done well with is Diesel and Lucky Brand. I used to love finding this brand. Not anymore. Oh, Burberry, you're right. Hey, Cecilia. My men's jeans sell right away or sit forever. Yeah. I mean, I gotta say, I love men buyers.
Not to be a jerk. Not to be a jerk about it, but it just is way less of a headache.
Thrift of Life goes over all men. I love Thrift of Life, Adriana. He is like one of my all-time favorites. Like, he's definitely in my top 5. He is the funniest resale YouTuber. I die listening to him. Tyler watches more of his videos than I do, and he doesn't watch reselling videos. Smoke Rise is a good one. Oh yeah, I forgot about Smoke Rise. I found that a few times. Get around 50. I usually go by style. Moto, distress, bleach styles do well. Smoke Rise, I think I found 2 or 3 times since I saw it on one of your videos. That's done well.
It's done 100%. You don't have it anymore.
You are right. Has been 100. This is a brand that everyone talks about, but does terribly for me. Like, absolutely terrible. I did see his video on April Fool's Day, Adriana. Oh my goodness. I think I may have shared it because I was dying. I'm like, you, sir, deserve an award. He's the best. Like,
that's the type of video. I had an April Fool's one that we didn't do, and I'm still mad about it.
You did have an April Fool's one. Should we hold it till next year?
We're gonna have to now.
A whole year later, if we're still on YouTube, he'll do his April Fools from this year. I've gotten dozens of Jamar boxes. I generally only buy when 40 to 50% off. Yeah, so their pricing is definitely higher than ThredUp, but I think I ended up, I'd have to go back and look at the video, but I think I ended up making out better with a few of their boxes than I have with ThredUp. So,
well, I mean, the first one was by far your best ever.
The purse one, yeah.
Sandro and Nothing But Mage.
Nothing But Mage. Oh, you're just saying, yeah. I think even the brand name was Nothing But Mage. I'm like, what is that?
It was like 6 Mage bags.
Yeah, not Shein. Yeah, no, I don't do it. Just as a moral standpoint, I can't do it. I can hear the music so loudly that I know that you guys are gonna message me tomorrow and be like, where's the live? So it takes like the full day to remove this sound.
Hours and hours.
We use like the tool in YouTube. If you guys know a better way, let me know. But we use the tool in YouTube and it literally takes the entire day to remove it. It's insanity. We just have to leave it open on our computer. Crazy. This looks cool, but it doesn't feel very nice. So I can't imagine it's anything. If you guys know, but I can't imagine it's anything. It just doesn't feel good. Looks cool.
I mean, I don't even know how you'd export it out and then edit it and then import it back on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, that would be a huge pain.
I'm seeing that people are joining. So we're talking about the survey. So I don't want you guys to think that the title was not accurate. We were talking about the survey. So if anybody does have comments or things they want to ask, please leave those in the comments and we will talk about them. Lots of people have lots of opinions in here, so getting a conversation in the comments is always good as well. And I just got a notification from TikTok, from Thrift to Flip, learn how to upcycle. Thanks, TikTok.
Upcycle, like Love Shack Fancy?
Oh goodness, that's another whole debate. Let's not get into that. My goodness. I'm gonna do a live full of every drama that's going on in the reselling community. Just rapid fire.
Quick fire round. Just go down the list.
Not having any luck in the jeans section, as per usual. I should not be allowed in the jeans section.
I mean, you found one pair, and that's one pair more than I found. Nope.
Okay.
Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Where do you want to go now?
Wherever you want.
Oh God, don't put that pressure on me.
Well, you want to do men's jeans since everyone's been chatting about men's jeans?
Men's jeans we can do. I mean, they never really have a whole lot of selection of men's jeans. We could probably do that fast.
Well, it's not even just that. It's the cost.
Well, there's cost and there's also lack of quantity. There's like one rack.
That is true.
So,
All right, let's see what we got.
are you gonna make me carry it? God help you. No, please no.
Just make sure you're looking because there's some people in there who just joined. They might want to ask questions and stuff.
Which jeans would you have bought for your kid? There.
See if any of the men's jean sellers know.
Sick. On its head?
It says Sicko 19.
Sicko 19.
I mean, these are expensive. See the price?
Ooh.
But if anyone knows, tell us because these are really cool.
Oh, we'll hold on to those for a second. I'm in the giant side of pants. Huh? No, in the pants. I'm in 50. That's the. And we're going to get to my size embarrassingly quickly. We're not going to talk about it. Oof. $20? $25? Oh, 17. I thought I said 25. If anyone sees anything, please let me know because I'm struggling. Oop. Sorry. As I run into someone. Whoops. No, that did not happen. It did happen. Let's see here. Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. And let's see here. Oh, I mean, Lucky brand, but they're 16. Yep, pardon me. So that's on you.
See if he missed anything.
Probably.
Not really. He's probably just losing people for me.
I mean, yeah, we're hemorrhaging like crazy.
Yeah, the jeans just aren't cutting it for me. Have you guys noticed, I think it was yesterday in Poshmark's trend room that they had men's fisherman sandals, and I think it can go men's or women's, but I looked up the solds for it just to see like if that's really a trend or not, and they're selling for like $60, and some of the brands weren't even like that high-end brands. Obviously, the biggest one was the Doc Martens, which are a high-end brand. But I didn't know fisherman sandals were in. Did you guys know? Because I guess thank you, Poshmark, for telling me that.
Hit that like, y'all.
Ooh.
Thank you, Nita. We did try.
Thank you, Nita.
Mostly we fail, but we try.
If you see fisherman sandals, I'm buying them. I'm telling you, $60.
Fisherman sandals.
They're like leather, but strappy.
Leather strapping.
Yeah. How do we describe fisherman sandals for? No, those aren't fisherman sandals. They're like
Leather and strapping.
no, like like when we were in the 90s and the girls wore these platform sandals that had like a bunch of leather straps. I don't know how to explain it, but if anybody has a better explanation, because I am not getting it through to him very clearly. I wish I could just pull up a photo on my phone, but that is currently being occupied.
Oh, make excuses. Why don't you?
But it's a trend. Hey, you know? I think this is a time for any sandals. That is also true. I was just really surprised to see fisherman sandals because I haven't seen those since I was in high school. I most certainly had them. Very Y2K. They were popular in the 2000s. Yeah, that makes sense. I graduated in those times. In those times. Yeah, I stopped myself. But yeah, so that makes sense. But it's just so weird to see them making a comeback because I look back. They're the sandals. Okay, ready for this? They're the sandals that I wore in that photo that my friend sent me from Texas, and I showed you, and I was sitting on the floor at his house at Christmas, and I was wearing those special sandals.
I don't.
There is a picture out there that I was wearing these sandals on Christmas at a friend's house, with socks, mind you.
Oh, that's just.
Yeah, it was a really special time in my life. Dog lover here. I hope that is a lot of people because our Luna would be very sad to hear that there was dog haters.
Oh, she'd be devastated. Like
she loves literally every soul.
Never recover from that.
Yeah, she would not understand. Class of 2000, so I definitely don't feel old, Nita. I promise you, we are all in the same boat. Tevas aren't bad for $5. That's a lot of I'm not sure I like that. Gonna watch while I drive home from work. See?
Watch the road, for the love of God, people.
I mean...
Listen.
So we picked up earlier today, it was a very similar pattern to this. I was Loro Piana Cashmere off-brand blazer. I don't know the brand, it was made in Rhode Island. But I don't even want to sell it. It's so adorable. And 100% cashmere.
Loro Piana Cashmere.
Yeah, Loro Piana Cashmere. Thank you, Thrift Life, for telling me to look at the... Not that he would ever watch our... Kind of, but a lighter color for sure. Not that he would ever watch, but I will publicly thank him all I can. Yeah, that is closer. That's really close to what it was. It actually fits Tyler, and I kind of want him to keep it. But, when do we have any reason to wear that kind of fancy clothes? There's only one store that I seem to find really great blazers, and I found Prada there twice now. So, loving that store. But this is not it. Roman, I don't know what Roman is. Are you talking you're talking about what blazer brand it was? No, it was something weird. I'll have to look at it. It started with a G. It was completely random. It was not Bob. It was like Bob.
Where are we going now?
I'm just looking to see if I can find Laura Piana again. Oh, this is Ralph Lauren though. Look how cool the buttons are.
Chaps by Ralph Lauren.
But look at the buttons. They're cool, but $10 I'm not. What? They're cool.
They're something.
You're a killjoy. Michael Strahan. Isn't he the co-host of...
Oh, don't... Why would you say that name?
What? He's not the co-host? He's not?
Michael Strahan?
He's not the co-host with Kelly Ripa?
I know him for a different reason, dear.
I don't know what we're referring to. I just thought he was a co-host with Kelly Ripa.
Our almost perfect season.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to cause you emotional damage.
Bringing up trauma here.
I didn't. I thought he was the co-host with Kelly Strahan.
Yeah, he's also...
Chip Conts and the Traps, Lauren. Some go for good money. Okay, sir.
Formerly a New York Giant.
I didn't know. Where did it go? You need to check comps for me wherever it went. Look for them buttons. There you go. Alicia said to check comps, and I trust Alicia.
You trust everyone.
Not everyone. Just nobody has spoken that I don't trust because I don't think they're in the chat. Have you looked at all these down here while you're doing that? Look at he would have left, guys. Look at what he would have left. Like, can't take him anywhere, I tell you. He just pretended like he looked through that rack and left it there.
I didn't even pretend.
Don't worry, I put it in the cart. How did you get Tyler into the business with you? I can't get my husband interested. He wasn't interested when we started. You want to walk?
Yeah.
Do you think yeah or no?
I mean, I'm seeing so much variation. I mean,
All right, well, let's put it aside for now, and then let's walk and talk for a minute. So how did we get you interested in the business?
by making money.
So, I mean, that's a simple answer. But when I started, he was hesitant. I had just recently decided with my boss that I was going to not work anymore, and she was going to not work anymore. We just kind of mutually decided.
You later on.
Yeah, we mutually decided we weren't going to work anymore.
You decided to catch up.
And I worked with her on a part-time basis for about 2 years after. But with that, I needed something to do full-time, so I decided to do this business. And he was worried that I was going to end up with a bunch of stuff and no sales.
You do have a bunch of stuff in the house.
I do.
So half right. You also are selling it.
Yeah, so he was really worried about that. But as the money started coming in, he started realizing that I was pulling a real income. He started becoming interested. And the more things I came home with that were like cool, he wanted to see if he could find something cooler and try to compete with me. And it turned into a competition of who can thrift the best. And
I always lose.
he always loses, but he always tries, and that's what counts.
I want to do DVDs, and they don't care.
You can do DVDs, why not? So yeah, that's basically how we did it. So basically start a competition. Oh, and also I will say, if you pick locations near food that they like, that also really helps. Y'all now convinced me to check Blazers. I'm telling you, Thrift-A-Life really is like all about that. And yeah, the chat is always way behind, so you'll notice people will point things out to us on the rack and we don't see it because it's so far behind. It stinks. It's kind of a frustrating thing, but it is what it is. Let's see. I have the worst luck with all Burberry. It takes forever. So yeah, we can do shorts. I have mixed bag luck with Burberry. Sometimes it goes really fast. Sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, it
but
depends on what it is.
yeah, but I'm okay with sitting on it if because it's well, I just put Burberry in there. That's why they're talking about it. I'm okay with waiting. I did. It's decent money when it does finally sell, so I'll wait. It's fine. Ryan Seacrest.
I don't know how that.
Oh, I think they're talking about the co-host. I swear Michael Strahan was one too. Now I'm gonna feel crazy. Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Okay. Phew.
You also destroyed by dreams and hopes for the Patriots.
Must have missed you guys. Literally just left the store a bit ago. Passport, turn around.
What?
One of these days, I'm gonna get you on this live because I'm gonna run into you, and then you're going to know what it's like to live thrift, and you'll know it's not scary, so you can do it.
Wait, she was just here?
She said she just missed us.
How the hell did you get here? We came straight from work. How did you beat us here?
She probably has an earlier schedule than you. It's now my life mission to get you on this live. I'm gonna run into you, just like physically crash into you.
Did you not do? Asking for a friend.
That's why there's no plushies. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I would believe that it's more that we suck at it. But
that is definitely the
if you need
case.
to cling to something, then fine.
Oh, Alicia, you were asking us last time if we watched movies. So as a retaliation for that, we made sure to watch movies. I think we actually watched 2 this week, so I'm really proud of us.
That's like 2 more than usual.
Yeah, but we did not get to see the Batman movie, even though it was on the agenda. It just didn't happen.
Yeah. We watched Boiler Room,
Yes, we did.
and we watched Invictus.
Oh, yeah.
Wildly different movies.
And didn't we watch them like back to back, same day? Crazy. I want to make it a goal to start bringing home DVDs when we thrift, so that we can make ourselves watch more movies at a cheaper price. I did find Rocko's Modern Life at the thrift store today. Almost brought it home, but Tyler is not a Rocko's Modern Life fan.
No, because I have taste.
Come on, any 90s kids who didn't like Rocko's Modern Life, please tell me.
I'm a 90s kid that did not, so done. You're wrong, and you should feel bad.
Let's see, I'm reading the chat, I gotta catch up. I don't usually go out on Tuesdays because I typically have Liv, but she's with her dad. One day passport, one day. I didn't grab any plush. Competition, yes, that is the trick. It is, and this time the chat's not behind, I'm behind. I'm slow, I was chatting. Don't watch the new Spider-Man if you haven't seen all the previous Spider-Man movies. Yeah, we haven't, that's for sure. We're definitely behind. I thought most of the Spider-Man were like standalones. See, this is Sandra, but like not Sandra Paris. Cute though. It's, what is it?
Seersucker?
Seersucker, thank you.
I mean, it's
cute.
Style.
Cute, cute. Ooh, cool story. Let's go. Go, Alicia. Story time.
Oh, there's a drama?
She said she has a story, and I want to hear it. So we're waiting. Impatiently, mind you, because I have no patience.
You guys are killing me here. We haven't even seen like any of the recent Marvel movies.
No. Nope.
Because of somebody.
So Alicia says, years ago when I had the antique store, we sold an antique couch to a movie filming in New Orleans next to our town. And we only knew the movie title. And the movie just came out on Hulu. What movie? I'll watch it tonight. Tell me. What movie? I need to see this couch. It better be everything I'm dreaming of. Or I'm going to blame you for forcing me to watch a movie against my will. Now I have...
I mean, we've been stalking one of our favorite Massachusetts locations for movies because they film all of the Massachusetts.
Oh, that's so true.
Dexter was filmed there, actually. The new season.
Now I want to see this couch. I want to know the couch's story. It's Deep Water. Deep Water, isn't that the one? Oh my God, I saw a trailer for this. I swear I did. Don't watch it with kids. Don't worry, I don't have kids. I got a scam fake Netflix email tonight saying my payment info wasn't working. Don't click on that. Zoe, was the couch everything that we're imagining it to be, or is she hyping it up? Just kidding. Now I want to see it. We all need to watch Deep Water and then regroup. I don't know where we regroup. We don't have a regrouping place, but we need to do this. This is like movie night. We need to have like a I don't know if you guys were around when Voyage is a Verb did her chat. She had like a live chat and watch. We need to do that for this movie, it feels. What is this? Dog the Bounty Hunter. It's so uncomfortable but pretty. It's taped and I totally remember them.
I feel like JoJo's lied to us on these.
What? I mean, he's not here to defend himself.
Although we did sell that one with the negative review that we paid 11 cents for at the bins.
That is true. Didn't go well for us, but I just want to go home and watch that movie so I can see that couch. Outcast. Love this show. It's an old TV show, darling. Oh.
It is old.
I can't check.
I've looked at one up in the past.
Oh, you have? All right, cool. Go home, wanting to go with that movie. Seriously. Oh, Stranger Than Fiction. I've been wanting to make you watch that. It's a Will Ferrell movie. Across the Universe. I love that movie.
What even is this?
I mean, it looks like... Is that Rob Zombie?
It doesn't say.
Could be good. It's a World Wrestling Legends. I know wrestling stuff can be good, so... Sorry. Was trying to hand him something. Oh, Addams Family. That's like the original 90s Addams Family. Oh, Ace Ventura. The Waltons. I just saw Richard Thomas in To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't know if I've ever seen either To Kill a Mockingbird or The Waltons, actually. I've read To Kill a Mockingbird, but I don't know that I've seen it. Have you?
The one with isn't that with Gregory Peck?
I, again, haven't seen it. I don't know. Maybe they'll tell you. I think Zoe was the one who watched it. You're going to have a whole list when you leave this.
Oh, good. We're going to catch up anytime soon.
All right, what time is it? Because it's at 52 minutes, and I know we came in a little bit late.
7:30.
Okay, so we got a little bit of time. Not a lot, though.
A little bit. We are going to have to sneak up and harangue Passport into being on camera.
They're just going to avoid us.
But yeah, but at least now she'll have a reason to avoid us.
Not nice. Sorry if you're here and he's being mean to you. This is how he shows his affection.
Everyone, really.
Yeah, I know.
It's just how I am.
I know, Alicia. Books intimidate me too. I have no idea what to look at. That's why we only stay there for like a second.
A channel dedicated to books.
He does, but I don't get it. Okay? I don't understand. I'm terrible.
I mean, you've sold a few books.
I've sold very few books. I've sold a Dungeons and Dragon manual. What else have I sold? I think that's it. Book-wise?
Collector's edition DVD or
Oh yeah, Bloodborne. But that's really it. We don't know.
Yeah, you sold one of them for $200.
This is true. But we're not good at that. All right, we can do pants really fast and then,
Yeah.
This is cute. I don't know, just looking. Sorry, go. All right, just pick an aisle and we'll just do one thing real quick and then want to do athletic?
Yeah, let's do after that.
I'm getting like 1,000 notifications on my phone. Oh. Yeah, if there are booksellers in here and want to drop tips, goodness. Ooh, 100% linen, how much? Ooh, that's too high. I do like 100% linen though. What is this? Wild tribute for the parks. Huh. It's pretty cool. It feels nice. Interesting. Sorry, I'll put that back in a second. Oh, cute. That's cute. So all hanging, and I have one hand here. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. So I should ask the big question. How many of you watched Nicole State's video on the survey? I know there was some contention about watching it given all of the things she's done. I'm curious how many people chose to watch that to get her thoughts and how many people avoided it specifically because of what's happened and what she's done. I'll admit that some of her videos have still been useful, even though I really don't support anything she's done. So I have checked her channel from time to time. Yeah, I totally get that, Meg. I did pass Vineyard Vines hoodie. Alicia, do you think it's worth it? I don't ever sell Vineyard Vines, ever, ever, ever. Let me go back and see if I can find it. But I did definitely pass one. I literally never sell it. I'm curious now what I've been leaving behind. Meg, I totally get refusing to watch her. I was in that boat for a while, but then I got desperate during the algorithm thing, and she put out a video about making sales or something. And I watched it and made a lot of sales using her method, and so I begrudgingly will watch from time to time, but I do not watch consistently by any means. Let's see. It's my first time hearing she's made a video. Yeah, I mean, I'm not by any way saying to watch it because she's who she is. I'm just curious what people's thoughts are on it. She seems to be more consistent from what I could see. Men's Vineyard Vines and women's dresses sell well for me. Interesting. I picked up Vineyard Vines when I first started reselling, like a very long time ago. And I just gave up on the brand a while ago and haven't looked back. But now I'm curious what I'm leaving behind, because maybe I should be looking that stuff up. But now I don't know where it went, because I just didn't even think about it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it actually says, this is weird. So it says Vineyard, and it looks like the Vineyard Vines thing. No. But it's not. It says League in there. Mm. Unless that's like, I don't know. I don't think that's part of Vineyard Vines in any way. Huh. Let's see.
Any thoughts on what you think Poshmark might say in the meeting?
Oh, you mean the fireside chat?
That's the question.
I don't know. Right now we're talking about Nicole State. I like selling preppy New England stuff. That makes sense. Any thoughts on what you think PM might say in the... Oh. I didn't know she said that. I'm a little bit behind.
So I'm thinking that they're going to address the numbers. I don't think they're going to give us anything really meaningful or actionable.
Well, so somebody had a Zoom call. Are you looking at the ground with that?
I'm looking at the rack.
Somebody had a Zoom call with them, and they said that they were releasing exciting information on the fireside chat. So I don't know what that means, but
we will be listening, and we'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that there's something good.
She does know her stuff for Nicole State. She has made some very poor decisions in terms of what I would argue is making or taking advantage of people and making money off of people's trust in her. But I think that's how a lot of people start off. They start off watching Nicole State and then they stop watching after they've learned what they can, and then they. Well, Alicia just said she started off watching Nicole State and then she stopped. See, I think a lot of people are making less money because of the change, and it's an adjustment period. So I don't know if I necessarily would hold that against her. I do think that Nicole State seems to be making less money, according to Zoe. I think aren't we all?
I mean, if you look at my Closet Insights, month over month for the year, I'm going up every month. But if you look at it comparatively to last year, I'm still going up from a down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, take that how you will.
I mean,
Does it mean I'm learning? I don't know.
100 eggs is the best. I think so. I think the analytics, if they could release more meaningful things, especially if they were gonna at some point release the views, that's gonna help you address issues in your store, in your closet.
Oh, sure. I mean, there's been times when my eBay thing will say it has like 0 views, and I'll find out like I didn't put the brand, or like I put it as an auction when I'm supposed to buy it now. Like, I mean, silly things.
Your Poshmark sales are pretty decent. It's the eBay that's killing you.
Yeah.
If someone.
So this month I'm right around 3,000 for Poshmark sales. For me, that is exactly where I want to be, because I said I wanted to hit about 6,000 per month. So that's half and half. That's exactly where I want to be. I can't blame Poshmark.
No,
I want to. Don't get me wrong, I want to.
You want to blame Poshmark, but you have to blame eBay 100%.
Looking at numbers alone,
eBay
now,
is seriously letting you down.
That money on Poshmark, I'm being extremely aggressive.
Yes, you are.
Like, so aggressive. So I'm definitely, it's not doing the same work and making the same money. Not doing the same.
It seems like you're working harder for the same amount of money, I will say. Well, I have no part in it, so all I'm doing is looking at it.
But if eBay could wake up, that would be great.
Well, thank you, Adriana. She said good job.
Oh, thanks. Okay, we should probably pare down, right?
We should pare down. It's gonna be you.
All right, let's see. I watched her. I don't know what Jessica Smith. I don't know the Jessica Smith situation. I don't know if I want to. I'm going to be completely honest, because oh God, is there more horrible things that happen? Because I don't know what the Jessica Smith thing is. I don't know who that person is. Just she did so many horrible things. My Poshmark sales are still down. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want to say I'm hopeful, but I don't know if anything's going to get better. My Poshmark sales are down. I sent out offers with shipping discounts for the first time the other day. Alicia, can you look? How about I help you get your Poshmark sales back up, and you help me with eBay? Like, can we do that? and of course, I'm joking, because I'm not anyway smart enough to help anybody with any of that. But I just need the eBay mojo. For Poshmark, I will say the big things that are helping me is relisting, aggressive offers. So I've been doing waterfall sales. I don't know if you guys have been trying that, but essentially it's sending off 30% offers, then 40% offers, and then 50% offers. So people, you're capturing everybody that's gotten any type of offer, and that's been helping. What else have I been doing? Those will. I'm excited. Consistent listing, and there's one other thing that I'm doing consistently. Oh, community shares every morning. I never did community shares before the algorithm shift, but as soon as I started doing them, I noticed a huge uptick. So community shares every morning before I do anything else. I do community shares. 200 community shares from a party every day. Do I know that that's helping me? Not necessarily, but I've noticed an increase in activity, and so I'm doing it. let's see. It's a YouTube channel. Alicia, I started trying shipping discounts again too. Are you talking about on directly or listings? Because I'm curious how that works. I definitely have never tried that, mostly because I'm terrified I'll forget about it and send an offer, and then it'll be way too low. Because you're showing the item. I don't want them to just look at like a blank cart.
Look at the cart, it's fine.
Oh, offers with discount shipping. Yeah, I do the regular $5.99. Alicia, are you doing lower, like $4.99 maybe, or even craziness free? Oh, 2018. I think I just joined the reselling community then, but I didn't know Nicole State then.
Looks like eBay anywhere from 20, 25 to $40.
I mean, Ginger Marvin swears by them, and I mean, Ginger Marvin's never steered us wrong before.
That's true. They're $10 to get 20%.
I mean, hopefully. Huh?
Dragon Bones, $10.
Oh, you didn't do a discounted shipping or anything in a while. Wow. I mean, I'm mostly just lazy and do that because that's what they do for offer to likers, and I don't like sending bundle offers, but that's laziness more than anything. $5.99 ship on anything under 30 and $4.99 on anything over 30. That's a smart way to do it, for sure.
$10? You think you can get out of them?
I mean, they sell around 30 to 40 on the low end. So that's high, but
There's a little bit of puckering too.
oh, no puckering. Nope, out. Has to be perfect for that kind of price point. That's not ours. Bend those shape ups hard to make sure they don't have dry lot. Hi, Tracy. So she said bend them hard.
Not that I can see.
Try both. Make sure there's no dry rot. Alicia, thank you. Seriously, it's bad. I'll share my closet insights on my stories after this, so you guys know that I'm not like just saying I'm not doing bad on Poshmark, but again, I'm not happy about it. It's a lot more work. Then right around 3K Jan, Feb, March, but I did start eBay this month, and I think I have like 500 or so maybe. I'll have to check. Yeah. I mean, I've heard a lot of people are doing great on eBay ever since the algorithm thing. People have been switching over. I don't know if that's hurting. I can't imagine this to be hurting me. I don't know what it is. I've emailed eBay support a million times. They tell me everything's fine, no restrictions. I'm a top-rated seller. But really, it seems like I only get sales on the weekends on eBay and maybe one or two spread out throughout the week. Adding free shipping on everything and not offer as much off. That might be a good idea. I don't know. I never really know if people notice that as much unless it's like sent to them. If you know what I mean. So like maybe doing 10% with free shipping so like that comes up and they see the big free. I don't know. That might be a good thing to try. You really, no?
15.
Oof. Oof. That's bad.
So Burberry is going.
Horse Burberry.
So I am seeing some of the, as I get all kinds of dirt on it, from dropping it on the ground a bunch of times, I am seeing quite a few of these at like the $50 mark.
I mean, let's give it a shot, see how it goes. It's really nice.
Price, $10.
Yeah, I do get people telling me the all-in price they want. I had someone today message me and say they wanted to pay $15 for a sweater I had listed at $60. I decided that was not worth my time.
Oh, $15 on a $60?
Yeah. I get a lot of those. I had someone a week or two ago that said they wanted to spend $20 total. So they wanted shoes that I had listed at like $45 for 20 free shipping. I told them $30 was my lowest. They ended up actually buying it like 3 days later and at a higher price than my lowest because they missed the offer. But it's crazy the amount of lowballs that have come lately. Really crazy. Anyone tried free shipping offers? I generally only do free shipping with bundles. Yeah, I'd be curious about that too. So if anyone does do free shipping offers, please leave in the comments how that's going for you because I've never tried that. So no on all that?
These are, they keep coming up with women's series and at $19.
Oh, interesting. I have declined a few really low offers and enjoyed it. See, there's so many rumors that declining hurts the algorithm, and I'm putting that in quotations, and you can't, even though you guys can't see that. I don't know if that's true, but I'm like not willing to risk it. So I will counter at my price, and then I send them a message saying this is my lowest. And then if they keep bugging me, then I just delete and relist the item. So it's not less petty, it's just can't give it all, y'all work too hard. Thank you, Cecilia. 15 for 60, lots of low offers lately. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like the new audience. I know they are targeting, I think they said, I want to say they said Gen Z, but I don't want to be quoted on that. So I don't know if the new audience is coming with the lower price point. I don't know, but it's been a lot more than usual.
Also the factors of the economy.
Yeah, that is fair too. So I don't know.
People are more selective with the money that they spend and how much they are spending.
That's fair. I don't like free shipping on bundles because they already save on shipping by only paying once. More work. Yeah. Didn't get much today, guys. Very, very tiny, sad cart. Too bad you weren't with me during the day. We had...
Oh, gosh. You guys missed out on a day. You should have worn the GoPro today.
I know. I mean, Max Mara, Prada, Yves Saint Laurent, Moschino, a new brand that I'd never heard of. That stay tuned because I got like 8 things, so I'll tell you if it's a bolo. But yeah, so many things.
I'm gonna grab.
I mean, I know personally I hate paying for shipping. I do too.
I mean, that's the whole eBay or the Amazon mentality, and it's a fair thing to hate paying for shipping, because I certainly hate paying for shipping. Although I would typically look at it as I want to know what the net is, including shipping versus free shipping, whichever's lower. If I'm still better off by paying for shipping because it's a lower price, I'll pay the shipping rather than paying a higher price and then free shipping.
Yeah, I want to know my all-in price. So my all-in price is what matters to me. This is like when we bought a car.
What does my shirt say?
Oh no.
Oh.
You weren't supposed to wear that on camera. Yeah, that's his shirt. We don't actually know what it means. He just liked it. He was not supposed to wear that on camera.
Oh, stop.
Because we don't know what it means.
It's just my fiance.
Oh no, it is raining. Hey LeJune. All right, sorry, I had to run. Where's Tyler's Patriots jacket someone gave him?
Huh?
She said, where's Tyler's Patriot jacket someone gave him?
Actually in the car.
Is it?
I was wearing this one because it's not a pullover and it's easier to take off. I do wear that one all the time though, for the record.
All right, I'm gonna hand this to you once you put that in. As he aggressively throws things in. Here you go, longer arms.
Hello. Already done.
Oh, good. All right, dark. Woo!
As
All
I
right.
drop it.
Hey guys. Okay, didn't expect that with the rainbow. No, it's just he bought it for a video, and we look ridiculous, and I'm sorry. He bought it for a video, and then we looked at it, and I'm like, what does that mean? And he was like, I don't know. I'm like,
I don't know, and then we were like, maybe
we shouldn't wear that unless we actually know what it means. So we look horrible, and I'm very sorry. I don't know what is happening.
It's
anyways, so hello. So I did want to just close out the chat we had about everything. So it sounds like we are all kind of feeling a little iffy about the survey. We didn't like the invasive questions for sure. Is everyone hopeful on the fireside chat? Do we want them? What do we want them to tell us?
I'm optimistic on part of the survey in terms of hopefully they're going to listen and give us analytics and things that we can
I'm happy
use.
that they're valuing our input, whether or not it's to get our money.
Undoubtedly, it's to get our money. I mean, I have no doubts about that at all. They want all of our money. And
I'm playing with my hair. Oh no. Sorry. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, they are trying to get our money, right? But hopefully this is to make the platform better. Hopefully this is to give us the analytics we need, and hopefully they are doing it in a way that will come across as like things that we personally want, and not just like these crazy things that they give us, like this messaging
that no one asked for.
The bulk listing, that one, like, who uses bulk listing? I want to know. If you use bulk listing, I will take it back, but like, who uses it? I want to know.
I think the name of the game right now is to wait and see.
Bye, Adriana. Thank you for being on here. Sorry.
And I do have the Patriots in the back. I will wear it at some point again soon. I think wait and see, and see what Poshmark does. They could surprise us in a positive way. They could surprise us in a negative way. They could, or meet our expectations of bad expectations. Yeah. I think. And
as Vad said in her video, if you guys didn't watch it, it's probably going to be a year until we actually see anything happen. But at least they're asking, right? You didn't get a survey? Yeah, a few people actually mentioned on here they didn't get surveys either. So it looks like it didn't go out to as many people as we all kind of thought, which is interesting. I'm curious what threshold they used, because it looks like Posh Ambassador 2 was not the threshold, even though it said ambassadors. How many of you got the link for the hack thing? Because it said ambassadors only. So how many of you on here got the link for the hack thing that's on, I think, May 4th? So I'm curious, like, how they're separating this. How are they breaking it up? Are they breaking it up by dollar amount? Are they breaking it up by Posh Ambassador versus 1 versus 2, or not Posh Ambassador? I'm curious. So, like, how many of you got that? Because something's funky about what they're doing. Or is it just that their notifications stay? Because it could be that, too.
That's probably what it is, because you turned on your notifications for their free shipping. They probably sent it out to...
If I got it, didn't see it, but I got both chat invites. Huh. See, this is weird.
They clearly don't have very good follow-through and execution.
Yeah, for me, the survey did not come to my email. I only saw it on the top bar of my Poshmark. I'm a PA2, 600 listings. I got both. I'm a PA2. Yeah, so I thought it was originally PA2 that I got split by, but some of the people that mentioned it earlier that didn't get it said they were PA2s. So, hey, Haley, joined last year in February. Did you get it or not get it? I'm curious. Maybe like having to do with how long you've been on the platform. 1,000 active listings, 1,300 sales in less than 2 years. Damn, good for you.
Wow.
Like, my goodness.
Bravo. Take the floor, really.
I mean, really, like, I don't know how to do that, but there's got to be a way. At some point, we should be able to, like, add people in, because, like, Alicia always comes in, and Passport, and, like, all you guys that, like, we've known forever would be so cool to be able to bring you in, but I don't know how, so if anyone wants to teach me. But I have Mrs. News Bar alert. Okay, so, I mean, that's possible, too. I know that the alert that came through for the hack thing today, when I got it on my bar, it was already full. But I was also thrifting. But then I got the email, and I was able to do it. I was able to sign up.
I mean...
I didn't answer it, but I'm invited to both. I'm PA2. Oh, okay. So, interesting.
It seems like most people got it. I think the fear is that with Poshmark's recent track record of execution on changing things, not a single person has a whole lot of faith that the changes are going to be helpful or well done. I think rushing through just to put it out there is the worst thing that Poshmark could do. They need to take their time, even if it delays it by months, if not a year or two, to get it right. So you have to rebuild that trust with your user base and establish that you're going to listen, but then also follow through and execute and deliver what you promised. Yeah.
I'm also hoping that they do testing groups with people who are active sellers. I would sign up for that. I know a lot of you guys would sign up for that. I want to be part of it. So my dad's a computer programmer, and we worked on an app for a while together, and he's got a few programs. And I've seen firsthand how much testing is important. There are things that the developer just can't anticipate.
Cross-posting like a month. Yep, I think that's... That's a lot. You're not alone in that one. Yeah. A lot of people are in that same headspace.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things when you put new functions out that you can't anticipate. You don't know the end user unless you are personally using that every day, which most developers are not. They can't anticipate the things that are going to happen. They can't anticipate the way you're going to use it. So it's so important to have people who are active on the app testing this out. So I'm hoping that they do this. I'm praying. I'm hoping that a lot of us get invited to this. And I hope that they do different tiers of sellers, not just, the sellers that they know. Personally, I want some high-end sellers, some casual sellers, some part-time sellers, so you can get all the different interactions with the app so they can kind of see how people are using it. So,
I mean, that's fair. I think they do need to fix the search, and
I don't think they're gonna.
I don't think they're going to. I think the writing is on the wall for that. I think they've determined that this new algorithm attracts new casual sellers, which is what they are after, because there's so many more of them, and it's for them, it's a numbers game. It's if they have 100 million people using the app and 90 million of them make a few $100s a year, you're not going to change their valuation as a company on the few 100,000 high-end sellers. There's no way to do it.
I mean, I want them to fix the search. I'm desperate for them to fix, but I just don't believe they're gonna. I think that they made it pretty clear in their quarterly earnings call that they had for Q4 that they were happy with the results, and we don't understand, but seems like they are. So
I think it will improve. I think that this is going to be the new normal for the search. They're definitely going to favor the simplified titles, at least for now.
I mean, so they did say that was not the plan, so that could phase out. For now, it seems to be working. I'm hoping and praying that is not a forever thing. The Roger guy said that wasn't intentional. So hopefully, I
don't know if I buy that, given that.
I know, but give me some hope, man. I will say, sales are still possible on Poshmark. As much as I'm frustrated, as much as it's hard, it's still possible. I am going up month over month, so it is still possible. It's just really frustrating. Just like you guys said on your video, I think they're just focusing on their investors and stocks. They don't care about our voice for now. Unfortunately, that could very well be true. I don't want to believe these things, but that is a very real possibility. Sorry, I'm trying to read them, but they keep disappearing so fast. With that being said, I also don't trust their business judgment. Again, I don't want to say these things. I feel terrible about it because I think that their platform could be amazing, and I make most of my money on their platform. So I don't hate Poshmark in any way. I'm just disappointed in how things have been handled, but I have hope that things will get better, and I'm trying to stick it out and just hope this is just growing pains and learning and figuring it out. That's what I'm praying for. Like,
Zoe, please keep that up over a week or so with the community shares, and let us know if it actually has helped.
Yeah, Zoe, definitely do. We need a larger group of people to know if this is truthfully
It's been like 3
helping.
people that have been helping you with that so far.
Yeah,
so more people doing that and seeing if it makes a difference would be great.
Yeah, so if you guys weren't here earlier when I mentioned it, one of the things that's been helping me is doing community shares every morning. So I've been doing 200 every morning, and I've been doing it out of like the party from last night, just so that they're different listings. It seems to be upping my activity, but again, as I always say, causation is not correlation, or correlation is not causation. I always say them backwards. But so I don't know, but if more and more people do it and we see results, then we'll know that it's helping. So if anybody tries it, send me a DM or leave something in my comments letting us know that it helps, because then we'll know that it's actually helping.
I think that's a very fair criticism, is that there are focusing on everything all at the same time rather than fixing targeted things to make sure that they are bulletproof.
Yeah.
And once they're bulletproof, move on to the next thing. So you just knock it off the list, so you don't have to keep fixing things.
Yeah.
So if you fix it and it's gone, you don't have to worry about it yet. And then you can move on to the next thing. But they're just doing everything all at once, and they're falling all over themselves like a chicken with their head cut off, failing at fixing anything.
And I also feel like we wouldn't be so stressed and whatever if they gave us more transparency. So we know that these things can't be made in a day. So, give us these calls or give us things that keep us in the loop and let us know what you're working on. I feel like we would all be much better for it, and we would all be more patient if we knew what was going on, what their intentions were, all of that kind of stuff. Oh goodness. And we're all there with you. The pot has so much potential. That's why I bought stock, but it's currently a train wreck. I know.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not going to touch that one for the record.
We can't talk about stock. We're
not talking about that.
Unfortunately, able to. But
no.
But I totally understand where you're coming from. You used to have community shares, but at this point, Flip doesn't offer community. I get you. I would say if you have any way to even do it manually, it may be worth it. Again, we can't prove that it's linked, but everyone that's tried it so far has said that they've noticed an uptick. So
it's anecdotal evidence at the moment because we've only had a few people do it, but every single person that we've had do community shares has told us that the sales have gone up for them based off of the...
Yes. And I started doing this because Roger from Poshmark said it in a clubhouse room. My friend Jones Girl Thrift on Instagram mentioned it. And so I was like, you know what? Whatever. I need sales. I'm going to try anything. Throw it all at the wall. And yeah, it's been helping. I truthfully can't tell you that it's 100% that, but it's worth it.
You've made like $1,300 in the last couple weekends just from that.
Yeah, my last 2 weekends have been right around the $700 range for both each weekend. Each weekend separately was $700. I don't know why I said it weird. So that for me, that's really good, especially given that eBay is not really accounting for that. Like eBay
it's almost all Posh.
Yeah, I think last weekend we were right around 700, and there was 5 eBay sales. So just like let that tell you.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Somebody help me with eBay, please, for the love of God.
I would definitely recommend trying it. It can't hurt, even if it takes you an hour or two to do it in the morning, just to see if it changes and puts more money in your pocket.
Yeah. So anyway, we've kept you guys for, oh my goodness, we've been here for 86 minutes. Oh my goodness.
An hour and a half.
That's, yeah. Well, okay. Well, anyway. But hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you guys like chatting about this type of thing. I was going to do a video on it, but I figured other people have already done that. So I mean, like, whatever, just add it to our chat. So hopefully that was helpful. Let us know if you guys try the community shares. Leave a comment, leave me a message, whatever. I would love to be able to share that that's actually working and not just anecdotal evidence.
Because we could probably do another video on things to do.
It's not just doing videos.
No, just to get it out there so that people are improving.
Yeah, I want to be able to share it with you and know that it actually works. I don't want to throw out just random things at the wall. So if you guys try it, let us know. But that is everything. We will be back tomorrow with a nice, happy, easy video. And yes, it has been fun. It's been a good thrift. I mean, we didn't get a ton of things, but we've had a great conversation.
I mean, you got Burberry. So how do you complain about Burberry?
I was bored at home. I've been sharing to another app, but I'll start doing it with an app, see if it makes a difference. Yeah, I have heard people say that doing things in the app and not in third party, if you guys do that, is helpful too. I don't know that personally, but that's what people say. Thank you, Melissa. Bye, Nita. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. So thank you guys so much.
It's always a fun time. Yeah. Thank you all.
So hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow on our video, and yeah, we'll be back. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you all for coming. Bye.